So today we're starting out at the Kenansville Swamp Cabbage Festival and Parade, which is in the town where I live, here in Kenansville, Florida. And then we're going to head over to the Orlando Wetlands Park and have some lunch later on in Winter Garden before heading over to the Loggy Pond Swamp. So I guess today's theme is Orlando area swamps.
They'll ship me out on a boat off the coast, on a bus to Mexico, stick an umbrella in my glass.
I guess that was the police, now the fire service. Now it looks like we're starting the civilian portion of the parade here. This one's all glittered up here. Throwing candy too. Gonna get some of that candy. First, let's see what these guys are. Now everybody scrambled to pick up the candy. All right, I got some good loot here. Some Tootsie Rolls, some Dots, some Fruit Chew, and the parade continues. Enjoying a Fruit Chew. Here come the horses. It's Florida, so you gotta have a golf cart. The festival takes place on the grounds of the historic Kenansville School. Here we've got their time capsule, not quite ready for opening yet. Another 28 more years. I've never been in the historic post office. You can get your money orders here, your mail here in the P.O. boxes with the little combo locks. Here's the teller window here. Some bars in it. Buy your stamps. Deposit your outgoing mail. Yeah, Mom's back here where the teller would be. And they can just stick the mail in each of the slots here. No computers. This is our first time in the historic post office, or at least mine. The present day post office isn't much bigger, but it's a little bigger. And then we got all kinds of vendors here. We're gonna check them out one by one. This is my first Swamp Cabbage Festival. And Mom bought me a ticket to eat some swamp cabbage too. Not sure what that is. Gonna find out. Among the attendees today are Raggedy Ann and Andy, of course. That's kind of cute there. It's a lawn ornament. And Mr. Turtle there was made of golf cart tire. That was the material used to make the turtle shell. And this is one of the few times you can actually go into the historic Kenansville School, and we're going to check it out. Usually it's not open to the public. Got some period memorabilia here, like a grindstone and a washboard, wash basin. Some fishing lures. Artifacts. Basically a whole little museum in here I've never seen. And this is neat here. It's like a registry of all the local cattle brands, the historic brands here that they put on the cattle. It's Straight out of the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote cartoons. Here's a dynamite detonator. So these buildings are still standing. That's the Kenansville Bank. And then this is Webb's Heartbreak Hotel, although the sign on the hotel no longer says Webb's, it's just the Heartbreak Hotel. There's, of course, much debate as to whether or not this has anything to do with Elvis's song. It's got some historical photos. The local cowboys here are called crackers, referring to the sound of the crack of a whip. Got this Kenansville school shirt for $5. I'm sure I'll be wearing that in some future episodes. Although today's episode, I've got my Fowler Wine t-shirt. You might remember Mr. Fowler from our trip to Marco Island in a video maybe a month ago or so. Thought it was appropriate to wear this because I was up to like 4 o'clock in the morning last night composing or arranging a song for the Fowler Wine website. They do deliver to Florida, by the way, even though they're in Wisconsin. And now the main attraction, the swamp cabbage. This is the line of people waiting to try some. So they serve us some brisket here and coleslaw and beans. And the star of the show here, the swamp cabbage with swamp cabbage fritters. Start out with the fritter. And now the swamp cabbage proper. It looks like an artichoke. It's pretty plain. Raffle prizes here. We got the fishing combo, a cooler, or a rifle. All right, now let's go see some wildlife. So we are here at Orlando Wetlands Park, which is not in Orlando as the name would suggest. We're actually in the East Orange County, and I learned something new. I was here before, but I never noticed this. They have bat houses here too. So if you come at night, you can watch the bat come out of here, I guess. And they got this little sign here. It tells you all about the bats of Florida. Over 1,100 bat species in the world. And there are 148 in the United States, 13 of them in Florida. And that's it, the bat house. I don't see any bats in the daytime here. Are those bats in there? I don't know. I smell bats. And it's a very distinctive smell. They've got a lot of nice amenities here too. They've got a picnic pavilion and stuff. But I'm ready to hit the trails and make my Fitbit happy. So at the time of filming this video in spring of 2021, they're still in the process of building the nature center. But it looks like it's really going to be neat. It's really large. Yeah, there was a lot of screaming children back there. I heard they had an encounter with fire ants, but that's really easy to avoid if you don't smack their mounds with sticks. I'm gonna hang a left here at the where they're building the nature center and do the birding loop. So now it's getting a bit more natural looking here as we're going along the trail, and there's not much shade on the trail, but there are benches and things like that. I hear some angry birds. They're not too angry. Oh yeah, those look like coots. Let's focus in here. The sun's in my eyes, but they sound and look like American coots. And here we've got an anhinga drying its wings. And look at the nice contrast of the black and white on those wings too. It's really showing us. And they're not, I don't know if it's that they're not easily scared so much as that if their wings are wet they just can't fly. So, but I'm not so close as to cause it any distress. Looks like it's grooming himself as it waits there till its wings dry. And I almost missed it, but right by the anhinga on the little island there is a heron, a great blue heron. There he is. You can see the characteristic plumage, the blue streak coming down towards its eye, and the crest in the back that's also blue. Now Mom spotted this one up in the tree there. Zoom in a little. That's an osprey. The trail's really easy too. This is essentially just a dirt road converted into a trail. And there is another type of heron there. That is not a great blue heron. And right now we're seeing a lot of irises too here in the wetlands. That's what those flowers are there. And this park just has some really great views too. Really nice wetland scenery. Okay, I spotted a gator here. Did you see that? Some real wildlife gator action here. Hey, you got a great egret on the trail there, that white bird. Flying away, making his great egress. And there's a blue heron again. Great blue heron. Very patient bird. So the trees we see here in the swamp, in the green part of the swamp here, are cypress trees. And they're relatively young cypress trees because these things can grow really, really tall. And there's a whole family of the coots. And the grunting you hear again, that's alligators. Hungry gators. So there's another alligator there. Hear him grunting. And here we are at the end of this trail. Although there are quite a few trails in this preserve here. Got some great views here. Okay, there's one there. An alligator, that is. You can see its head. Swimming away. And here's one of our friends, the blue herons. Hello, blue heron. Very cautiously maneuvering along the edge of the pond here. And right in the middle of the trail here, this is a sandhill crane. He doesn't seem afraid at all. Look at the nice coloring. They have very colorful faces. Sandhill crane. Well, we've walked about 2 miles in here already, so Let's go get some lunch at Winter Garden, which is on the other side of Orlando, on the west side of Orlando, about 5 miles away from downtown Orlando. Here we are in one of my favorite Florida downtowns, Winter Garden, Florida. Lots to do in Winter Garden, Florida here. Did I see garden music? Well, it turns out that's not a record store. It's a place where you can go to, it's a music school where you can go to take music lessons, learn to play piano and stuff. Lots of places to eat here. Places to hang out. A lot of outdoor seating. Nice park in the middle. Nice statue here. Some kids at Centennial Plaza. It's been a few videos since we crashed a wedding. They got the Thai Blossom restaurant here, which sounds really good. But I think we feel like Italian today. So we're gonna check out the Winter Garden Pizza Company and see what that's all about. So they got a lot of different kinds of pizzas, and they've got other Italian food, and the prices are very reasonable. Thinking about one of the specialty pizzas. I do like eggplant parmesan, but I think I'm gonna do a pizza today. Also, I see from time to time in the Facebook groups questions about where are decent vegan options, and this place has a whole vegan section too. Got vegan pizza, just like cheese, vegan pepperoni, vegan Italian sausage, vegan chorizo, all kinds of vegan stuff there. I am feeling Hawaiian today. I am definitely pro pineapple on pizza. So we've got one more planned destination for today, and that's Loggy Pond Swamp. And the pizza was good. My favorite is New York style pizza, and this was different, but it was very good. And the atmosphere is nice in here too. It's a fun place, and it also they play some good music. They had some Poison on before, and the what do you call it? The art. It's all about, you know, the Florida citrus industry and things like that. So it's got some historical stuff, and there's even a back room. I guess I'm assuming they have some sort of private parties in there and stuff, and there's a lot of historical pictures in there too. So, but let's get going to Loggy Pond Swamp. Well, we made it to, or within a mile of Loggy Pond Swamp. However, we are now directed by the GPS to go down dirt roads that have signs that say things like private property and no trespassing. So maybe we'll try to find another entrance. Well, this is it. I don't see any swamp though. I mean, there were some ferns along the side of the road and stuff, and there are bugs indicating we're probably close to a lot of water, but this is logging road through Loggy Pond Swamp, and I guess we've reached our destination. But first off, if you ever want to come here, don't follow the directions on Google Maps, because it'll take you to some other private property that is nowhere near Loggy Pond Swamp. And second of all, it's probably not a great destination. I don't see any trails, a lot of bugs, and not really much swamp, although it was a nice drive in here. It was I'd never been to this part of the state, this southernmost you know, Lake County area around Groveland and Mascot and all that. So I saw something new, and we made it to our destination, although not all it was made out to be, but it is nice. I mean, it's pretty. It's we're in the middle of a forest here, and I guess it was Loggy Pond because you know, there was a logging operation here probably at some point. Maybe there still is. I don't know. But we're going to turn around. It's getting dark, and we'll see you next week. Wait a minute. It ain't over till it's over. I found the swamp. Cypresses and lily pads and ferns and everything. So I stand corrected. There is actually a trail here, and it's a bike trail, and we are standing on it right now, and it's at the edge of the pavement of Bay Lake Road, and it's part of that railroad themed Lake County trail system that they have, where we got sort of stranded out in the thunderstorm, and those are either dogs or coyotes. Awesome. I think those were coyotes, if I'm not mistaken, or some kind of dog. I don't know. Probably better to be here on a bike than on foot is my guess. But let's go home. I take day trips just about every weekend. I'm based out of Central Florida, so most of my videos will be set in that part of the world. If you're interested in things to do in Florida, or if you just want to come along for the ride, you can hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or any suggestions for future trips, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching.